Okay, question number 14. Question number 14 is asking for the maximum height. So if I have someone tossing a tennis ball into the air, I know the maximum height is the vertex. And I know my vertex is negative b over 2a. I plug that back in to solve for k. Now, my x coordinate of my vertex is the time at max height. And I know my k value is the actual maximum height. So I'm going to solve for negative b over 2a, plug that back in and solve for k. So I'm going to have negative 20 over 2 times negative 16. And I get negative 20 over negative 32. I can divide both of these numbers. Both are divisible by 4. So this is going to be a negative 5 over negative 8, which is equal to 5 over 8. Now, once we get this, students freak out because we have a fraction. We have to plug it back in. We need to work on our fraction. So we need to plug t in for 5 over 8. So here I have h is equal to negative 16. I'm going to say negative 16 over 1. And then this is going to be 5 over 8 squared plus 20 over 1 times 5 over 8 plus 4. Do your exponent first. So I can distribute this exponent to the 5 and the 8. So I have negative 16 over 1 times 25 over 64 plus, here I can just multiply across. We're multiplying our fractions. The denominator doesn't have to be the same. 20 times 5. I know 2 times 5 is 10. So add a 0 onto that. So it gives me 100 over 8 plus 4. And here I'm going to multiply this across. If I want, I can simplify these two first. It'll make it a little bit easier.
At this time,
sorry about that.
To period 1.
Okay, so I can actually...
But I didn't hear a bell, so bells might be off this morning, so teachers, please be aware of that.
I can actually divide by 8 to both of these.
Period 1.
So this gives me 2, and this gives me 8. So I'm left with negative 2 over 1 times 25 over 8. And then these will simplify even further. So this can cross out to 1. This can cross out to a 4. Plus 100 over 8 plus 4. So I'm left with negative 25 over 4 plus, I can divide this by 2. So this can cross out to 50 and 4, and even again divided by 2, this can be 25 and 2. I'm going to change this to 4 over 1. Now if I'm adding fractions, I need all my denominators to be the same. So 2 times 2, whatever I do to the bottom I do to the top, times 4, whatever I do to the bottom I do to the top. So I have negative 25 over 4 plus 50 over 4 plus 16 over 4. And here, negative 25 plus 50 gives me plus 25. And 25 plus 16, I get 41. So I get 41 over 4 as my maximum height in feet. And you could have left it as a fraction or changed that to a decimal, whichever you choose.